Thank you for visiting the Coinceras channel again. Dear everyone, here's an article from Crypto Basic Garland House that breaks down the reasons why pegging Ripple's stablecoin to 1 is easier than USDC. This brings us to the main point of the article. I mean, that truly shows how ripples may occur, since as you probably already know, they're planning to launch a stablecoin later this year. Assuming all else are equal, though by no means guaranteed, Ripple's new stablecoin will provide a formidable challenge to market leaders USDC and Tether. And we'll have to wait and watch if Ripple's claims that it can outperform USDC and Tether as stablecoin issuers pan out. Still, what's the big deal? A lot of noise was made when this news was announced not long ago. To what do they surrender? What's the deal with XRP and XY? They have no intention of leaving XRP. But I'd like to provide more context right now, so I'll do that in the video's opening segment. After that, we will quickly go over this article. However, trust me when I say this is fantastic news for XRP in particular. Plus, you XRP holders should know what this means and why it's fantastic news. For that reason, I wish I could simply make everyone walk, but in a metaphorical sense, this is so important. Still, you get my point, don't you? This subject is similar to it. Furthermore, how can we know for sure that it is indeed that significant, and word must go out about this information? But before I go any further, I should clarify that I am not financially supported in any way. My counsel has nothing to do with money. Furthermore, you must not to purchase or sell something on account of I say alright, I'm only an enthusiast who takes pleasure in creating YouTube videos pertaining to cryptocurrency, but I do it purely for fun and as a pastime. Forget about the naysayers who mistook Ripple's announcement of a stablecoin launch for a ban on XRP, an idea that both lacks logic and is obviously unachievable given the method you're doing it. That's fantastic news. So, they made an announcement on how they will debut the stablecoin on the XRP and Ethereum ledgers immediately. That is absolutely acceptable. Spread the word about it as much as you can. It would be great if this stablecoin, the name has not been released yet, could become well known, at least in the crypto community. Spread the word and encourage people to use it. I see. So, how exactly does this benefit XRP? To be more precise, what? Because XRP is absolutely necessary for Ripple to mint and distribute the stablecoin on the XRP ledger. It is necessary to establish a trust line before it can be used on the XRP ledger chain. That also necessitates XRP. I just said xrpl.org, as you can see here. As a result, 10 times the amount of RP is required as a reserve when creating a new XRP account. The next step is to establish a trust line. This means that you'll need to set aside an extra 2 XRP in your XRP account for every token you're willing to take. It's done. This means it consumes more XRP. The XRP ledger's code requires such. As a matter of fact, you can see that Ripple couldn't simply decide to introduce the stablecoin if they don't believe XRP will be successful. Demand for XRP will rise as a result of this. Due to the fact that the code stipulates that in order for the stable currency to be considered, it must be a scenario in which, for example, Ripple's is massively successful and fine. We have no idea. However, if you watch the video until the end, I'll explain why I believe Ripple will achieve phenomenal success with this. By any measure, they're formidable. I don't think Ripple's impact on the cryptocurrency industry is being fully recognized. This Ripple stablecoin would be immensely successful in this hypothetical situation, which I find quite likely. It has always been a ridiculous idea that this would hurt XRP because it will increase demand for the cryptocurrency. In fact, XRP has needed this for every single transaction, and you can see it in action here. In the most basic scenario, 10 drops are required to complete a transaction on the XRP ledger. New investors are getting into XRP, which is great news even though I know most of you are probably skeptical. I would be delighted to provide an explanation. Because XRP is divisible by 1 million, there are 1 million unique digital asset bits included within each XRP. And the most minute component is known as a drop. For example, if you were to take 10 of the tiniest units, that would be 10 drops each, and every transaction would incur that cost. I won't get too technical here, but the phrase for the temptation is transaction costs. However, in reality, a transfer fee is an independent entity with its own assets. However, I'd rather not delve too deeply into the minutiae. But the point is, regardless of how the banger is cooked in terms of trades, every single transaction necessitates it. If the Ripple or stable currency, as it's officially known, you buy on an exchange doesn't get transferred instantly but instead stays in their database, and they settle a bachelor, that's acceptable. There would still be costs associated with on-chain transactions, the trust line would still need to be established, and the exchange would still have to set this up. Therefore, it remains moving in that direction regardless. So, that's all that's needed to build the asset itself. Every transaction on chain XRP requires 10 drops, and XRP is necessary for anybody to utilize it or for an exchange to process it, if you're using an exchange. Just so you know, it's not that the amount is insignificant, just the contrary. Another great development that will contribute to XRP and the XRP ledger's long-term sustainability. Even if these are fantastic reasons, they are not the most important ones. As far as I'm concerned, this is the best place to find out, for different blockchains and cryptocurrencies, what drives price activity. You may look at a number of metrics, though. And for the oldest cryptocurrency, Bitcoin, which is also the least technologically proficient, there are fewer expectations. It was simply a first-mover advantage for them. Plus, it has become a norm that people really care about. Despite its limited capabilities, it has managed to remain number one and market cap for the past 15 years. Whatevs, it's cute, it's been around, it's almost the original, so whatevs. We have been discussing developer activity within the XRP community quite a bit, but there are other variables that investors consider. That, too, is crucial. Additionally, there has been an upward tendency in developer activity. Due to the lack of smart contract features on the XRP ledger, it is evident that developer activity will be significantly lower compared to platforms like Ethereum. Therefore, your options are limited. That being said, it is not to say that XRP is useless or worse. It's the fact that various cryptocurrencies will serve various functions and have unique technical characteristics. I think that's great. What I'm trying to tell you is that there is nothing. What this means for the global market is that XRP has been consistently among the top 10 coins by market cap for the past decade. XRP would not exist if it were not valuable. This is very unusual. Out of the more than 20,000 cryptocurrencies in circulation, just 3 have maintained a consistent position in the top 10. This is Bitcoin, Ethereum, and Ripple. It's done. One of the pioneers is XRP. Given its history as one of the first cryptos, its widespread adoption and subsequent standardization are hardly surprising, much like Bitcoin's, despite the fact that Bitcoin is really only a store of value. Do you agree? I see. For the sake of clarity. That clarifies everything. The fact is, developer activity is still important. The XRP community as a whole is grateful to the programmers who are making things happen. Those aren't the abilities needed. When it comes to constructing things on the XRP ledger or any blockchain, the majority of us aren't very good. Well, that concludes our video. Like and subscribe as usual, and feel free to leave a comment with your opinions. Goodbye, see you later.